The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
Yes.
There you go.
You got a full house.
Yeah.
Like Uncle Jesse.
It's up.
Yeah.
Name of the
Olsen twin.
Olsen twins.
Olsen twins.
Yeah. What else you got?
I got nothing else. I never watched that.
Danny Tanner.
Danny Tanner.
Yeah.
Oh man, I know. Stephanie Tanner.
Stephanie Tanner. Yeah.
Nothing.
What about the other dude? Stayed in the house.
Joy Casopoulos.
Yeah, that's his real name. I'm talking about on the show.
Joy Gladstone.
Anyway. That nigga said Joey Gladstone.
That's his name.
Give me your song of the week, brother.
Rocco. I think I might have used this one before, but Rocco, squares out your circle, man.
You got to get him.
Gotta get the squares out your circle.
Man.
What don't fit. They don't fit.
What a good record.
They don't fit.
Some of them turn into squares too, Jeff. Some of them turn into squares too.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
You ain't lying about that.
Damn.
What you got, Coach? Your song of the week.
Man, I got old Michael Jackson, man. Love Never Felt So Good.
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
That was a good story right there.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
That's a way newer record. Love Never Felt So Good. Yeah, sound like that. I think it might be the album.
Anyway.
Yeah, this is old Mike.
It's old Mike. Yeah. My song of the week is Memphis Bleaks. Is That Your Chick?
That's your chick.
ROC.
How foul is she?
Yeah.
And you wifed her.
I put the rubber on tighter.
Hey,
Damn.
Toxic Hove is, hey.
Y'all mad at me. I don't love my choice.
I duck in my place with another one. She keep calling me big. My name was Jay-Z. She was all on my.
Woo.
What you got, Weezy? Yeah.
My song of the week is Drake Trust Issues.
Okay.
Trust issues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm sipping.
Yeah.
You did that all
Mix it.
Yeah.
But you're the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause I don't trust the man.
Hey. Let's get to it, guys.
That's a good four good songs right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. That might be our best one.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for three, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Hove.
This your boy Weezy.
This is your host, J-Ho. You threw that off right there. You just jumped in and said J-Ho.
What? I was supposed to go next.
No, you said that I am your host, J-Ho. You didn't say it. You said J-Ho. All right, I got you. It's your boy, Big Jeff.
This your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach
You
Lock.
looked at me like I did something wrong.
That I ain't gonna lie. That caught me off guard. You said J-Ho. I'm like,
And he was ready to blame it on me, boy. Well, niggas ready to give me a pink slip.
I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know who go first.
it's
You
me.
literally
That's
looked at me like,
Jeff,
Weezy had some on there. Nobody
I was looking at cameraman. I was like, what the hell? Did I do something?
Yeah, it's just how you said it. You was
Okay.
like, my bad.
Okay. Cameraman, how you doing, brother? Okay. Awesome. Yeah, it is episode 524. We're moving on to part 2 of the NFL Top 7 series with the pass rushers and linebackers.
FSP style.
always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better than believe it.
Kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
It's been a long time coming.
Man, a lot of
Yeah.
College football,
It's
cameraman,
back.
is back on our gaming console.
10 years.
Everybody rejoice. Oh, man.
That's all it is.
What a time.
That's all it is.
What a time.
Shout out to the homies that didn't make it, man. We playing for you.
We playing for y'all, man.
Man.
Nah, man.
Nah, they homies that didn't
The homies
make it.
in
Nah,
my here, brother.
Damn, right.
You got
Next, bro. Man on another level, right? He on another level.
Oh, man.
Nah, just the homies. The homies is no longer with us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What you got, Coach? Best of the week.
Best of the week for me, man. The WNBA securing the $2.2 billion TV deal over the next 11
Pay them
years.
girls their money.
Bam.
Pay them girls
cash
their
is
Good,
money.
man.
Yeah.
That's good. And they
Cash
said
is
it may increase in the next few years.
It
Maybe
need
a little
to.
more.
Yeah, everybody need to get $1 million. They only play 30 games.
Right. Like, give
Pay
a little
them
money,
their money.
man.
Pay that money. What
Yeah.
you got, Weezy? What's your best of the week? No, you know what mine was. No, you know what mine was. I know
Nah,
mine was.
with him.
With Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My best of the week. I just paid my final payment of daycare.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's a win.
I just paid my final payment of daycare.
Yeah,
But
it gets no better.
For now, we going to big girl school.
Yeah, for now.
I can't wait. Yeah, we going to big girl school.
You really got a bankroll now.
Right.
Yeah, you got a bankroll. Right back to you worst of the week, Weezy.
Oh, my worst of the week is include myself. The critics is rough on Bronny James, man.
He bounced back.
Yeah,
He
did bounce back one game.
Two
games.
Two good ones now.
2 good games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
but here I was reading this on the radio. They said if you talk about Bronny James on TikTok or anything, you guaranteed almost 1 million views.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts,
Yeah,
man.
we need to start talking about Bronny James
Right.
on TikTok. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, go to clip.
Right. Clip it.
My worst of the week is Deron Holmes, man. My top pick in the draft towards Achilles in Summer League, man. Godspeed to my guy, man. Shout out to him. He gonna be back, you know. It's a good year to have a red shirt yet. So shout out to Deron Holmes, man.
Injuries
Godspeed.
suck, dog.
Stink, man. What you got, coach?
Here's the thing with my bad, coach. Here's the thing with Summer League. Is it like should it be shorter?
Nah.
Are they
It's
playing too
not.
long?
They didn't condense
Nah.
it.
Yeah, it ain't that long.
Yeah, they
Some
made
league
it
ain't that long.
Yeah, they condensed it. They made it shorter.
But didn't they play before they came to Las Vegas?
Nah, that was a little tune-up. That was
Yeah.
like a couple
Combine.
of teams.
Yeah. He's about the Sacramento.
He's like Sacramento.
Yeah, and the Utah joint.
Utah joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always had those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What you got, coach?
My worst of the week is Odell Beckham winning a lawsuit against Nike and acted like he really won something. He didn't win anything.
He ain't win
Yeah,
that.
He didn't get no money off of it that he wanted. He just almost like saying, I told you so.
Yeah.
And Nike is happy with that. They came out and said that they wanted the
they
case because they had to give him no money. So
No.
it's
Shout out
like,
to you, Odell.
right, what are we doing, dog?
Yeah, I said I noticed there wasn't no numbers coming out with that thing. So
Because ain't no numbers coming with it.
Yeah, ain't no money. Yeah, what you got, Jeff?
My worst of the week is F. Hulk Hogan. It's always
Polite,
been that.
though.
Yeah.
It's been that for a long
Yeah.
time. That ain't changed. That ain't changed. F. Hulk Hogan. Anywho, my worst of the week is Travis Hunter. Great college football player. But listen to here, Travis Hunter. I understand you got caught up in the games on the live stream, but you can't talk about your O-line like that. It's going to get your quarterback killed. That's going to get your quarterback
He was talking about
killed.
last year.
That's going to get your quarterback killed. Because if we don't do nothing else, we remember all that little shit the little kids is out there that don't be in them trenches every play. Remember what y'all saying. It's every so often, just step aside, let somebody run through free.
Olay.
Send a message on the Olay.
Olay
Y'all
block.
playing too much. Get your quarterback killed. That's your homeboy, too.
Lookout block is what they
Anywho,
call it.
Yeah, my bad, brother. Look out. Look out.
they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that.
Not the two.
Hey, I was trying, Cole. He just stepped aside. It happens. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Weezy.
What it do?
You guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
Yes, sir. This week's award recipient.
Come on, man.
You in a bad mood today.
No,
This week's award recipient is Jaylen Brown.
it is. It is. Jaylen Brown, man. NBA Finals MVP Jaylen Brown had courtside seats to watch his Boston Celtics beat the Los Angeles Lakers in a Summer League game Monday night. That means he had a front row view of one of the most talked about players in the NBA right now, Bronny James, the son of now teammate Lakers superstar LeBron James. At one point during the game, TV cameras caught Brown as he turned to his girlfriend Kai Gondrzick, a former WNBA player, and gave an assessment of the younger James's play. While there is no audio available of the conversation, Brown appears to say, and I quote, "I don't think Bronny is a pro." Gondrzick appears to respond in our part, and she says, "I think he'll be in the G League for sure." Brown appears to reply in part, and I quote, "Because of his name, he's going to be with the Lakers." Early Tuesday morning. OJB retweeted a video showing the conversation between him and Gondrzick, which Angel Reese was right there. She just minded her business like a smart clutch woman, you know? But anyway, but she a part of it, though. Asia Wilson's clutch, though.
Yeah, clutch rules the world.
Yeah, clutch rules the world. Trust and believe that. He did not deny what he was saying in said video, but he did say that he's rooting for Bronny, and it's a flex for LeBron James to be playing with his son.
Which it is.
This is the thing. When you're courtside, you see every superstar in the world. When they talk,
Yeah. And LeBron actually brought that to the game. Come on, man.
Yeah. You put that towel in front of your face, or you put your hand over your mouth.
Jersey, shirt, anything.
Yeah, anything. Because if it's a private conversation, now I agree, this is trash. You should be able to sit and have conversations. I'm courtside at TSU games. If they caught me saying some of the stuff that I be saying on that courtside, hey, I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Mr. Ref.
Man.
Mr. Ref be catching.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Ref.
Man.
They told me I couldn't be my. They told me to stop going.
Hey.
You was going, man. That game I went to. Yeah.
But
was busting TSU ass because of you.
Man,
That was my fault.
but this is the thing. If you're going to talk, just do this.
Yeah, cover your mouth.
Rookie mistake.
It is. Because they watch. He ain't used to that. Jaylen Brown used to. Jaylen Brown, this is the most Jaylen Brown have been moving around.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He walking around with,
Trophy. Hold on, let's be real now.
Trophy something now.
Yeah,
They better watch Kevin Porter Jr. Cause, you know that's.
I thought Jaylen Brown was with the other joint.
He got out of there.
He's about
That's always a short stay for Bernice.
Yeah.
It's a short stay. Yeah, it's a short stay.
Brother.
It's a short stay. It's usually a short stay.
She comes. She saw. She
Time
comes.
served.
It's a B&B.
Time served.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
It's an Airbnb.
It's a rite of passage.
It is.
It's a rite of passage.
Time served.
It is an Airbnb.
It's an Airbnb for sure.
It's Airbnb.
Shout out Bernice.
But this is the thing. If Kevin Porter Jr.
I don't know.
is
Tread
in
lightly.
this situation,
Tread lightly.
why would you go and turn this into a rental situation into a home? Why you buy that crib? Why you buy that crib?
Here's the thing, though. That's a crib in a nice neighborhood, though, big dog.
Yeah, it is.
That's a nice neighborhood.
It is, and it's fully furnished.
Fully.
It is.
Okay.
Equipped.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Top notch furniture.
Hey, listen. Resale value low though.
I don't know.
You know what?
We gotta check the facts on that one.
Cameraman, you
Go
gonna
to
say
Zillow.
no?
We gotta go to Zillow on that. I don't know.
You guys ready to get started with the first half? Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
This your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Lock.
Coach Lock, right back. Where can they find you on Twitter, my brother?
Man, nothing's changed. It's Lock_the_great T. That's THA. Get at me.
Yeah.
Big Jeff, where can they find you on Twitter, my brother?
Nah, man, it's JEasley84 across all social media platforms.
Jay.
Jay Hove on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk college football on Threads, though.
Threads.
Threads pop.
I'm at How Weezy on Twitter. I'm at Facebook. I said Facebook.
Wow.
FSP_Weezy on IG. Holla.
He said,
Facebook.
Yeah, bro. All right. And the cameraman is still FSP_cameraman on IG. Shout out to the people. You on Threads?
Popping on Threads.
Okay, there you go. Oh,
Whoa, brother.
You told us not to say that.
brother.
you talking about rushing the
Brother, you gotta relax, brother.
We gotta talk about that.
Come on, man.
He open.
Man.
Don't change it. Don't change
Come
it.
on.
nah.
Get started with the first
What
thing.
you say?
We're gonna go with the first
Get
one.
What you
started
said?
with
We got to cut your mic back down.
What you said?
Jesus Christ. The first half, we are kicking off part 2 of the NFL Top 7 series with the pass rushers. We appreciate everybody sent in their list, pass rushers and linebackers. First half, we're doing the pass rushers. Second half, we're doing the linebackers. There are a lot of very biased people that are FSP listeners. This is insane. Jeff Simmons is not on the list. He wasn't on the pool. He's not a part of the list. And people still had him at 1. This is ridiculous. Tennessee Titans fan, grow up.
Is you a Tennessee Titan?
Ridiculous, man. But anyway, the best player of this era, he retired as far as a pass rusher. And I think his name is Aaron Donald, one of the GOATs at the defensive tackle position. 21.5 sacks at the DT position. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get 21.5 at DT, you're a beast. So salute to him. He was number 1 on our list a couple of times.
Yeah.
A new number 1 has emerged to seize Aaron Donald's place on this list, guys. And without a doubt, this is the most talent we've seen on the pass rusher list position in NFL history. Well, who is doing the pass rusher list from last year?
I'll do it, Jack. Oh, go ahead, Wiz.
Okay. Weezy, give me the list from last year.
Number 7, Max Crosby. Number 6, Hassan Reddick. Number 5, Jeff Simmons. Number 5. Number 4, Chris Jones. Number 3, Michael Parsons. Number 2, Myles Garrett. Number 1, Nick Bosa.
Right. Coach, you want to go through going off the list in 2023?
Going off the list in 2023, we had Jeff with Hassan Reddick, Weezy, Hassan Reddick, Jay, Jeff Simmons, and me, Hassan Reddick.
And Jeff, who do we have joining the list in 2024?
Myself, Weezy, and Coach Lock had Chase Young joining the list, and Jay had Brian Burns.
Yes.
We all were right on the going off the list. Spoiler alert, we all were wrong.
Man.
Without further ado, let's
Let
talk
the hood
about our
down.
honorable mentions. First person on the list is Dexter Lawrence, defensive tackle from the New York Football Giants. Wasn't ranked last year, 26 years old. He's an all-pro guy, Pro Bowler guy. Just an all-around tremendous tackle. But this list
Tough.
is a tough list to crack, man.
Man.
Talk about Dexter Lawrence, Jeff.
Man, listen, man, he had 44 pressures last year, big dog. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand how Dexter Lawrence is not on this list. Like he's now that Aaron Donald is gone, he's the best. Put your head on the ground, nose tackle, in the game right now. Yeah, he is.
Chris Jones.
Man, listen, Chris Jones gonna be long in the tooth this year.
You
He's gonna
said
have
this
great-
year. You know Chris Jones better than him.
Going into this season, Dexter Lawrence gonna have better numbers than Chris Jones this year.
It's the
I
other guy.
guarantee.
Nah,
Put it on the board.
Put it on the board.
More sacks.
More sacks.
More sacks. Put it on the board.
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah,
All right.
more sacks.
Anybody
More
else
sacks
want to
than
talk
Chris
about
Jones.
Dex? This is the thing about Dex, though. He's super cold, unique combo D tackle, can do a lot, super flexible at the D tackle position, elite feet to go along with that athleticism. But Weezy, you had Dexter Lawrence high on this list too as well. You want to talk about Dex?
I don't speak on honorable mentions. I don't speak on
He's sticking to these.
Well,
all right.
Oh, what you got there, Coach?
Nah,
We're moving on. Okay, the next person we have on the list is Quinnen Williams from the New York Football Jets. Wasn't ranked last year. He was 26 years old as well as a Pro Bowler. The Jets' offensive woes can't mask how good Quinnen Williams is and was for that New York football team. A force. I think he's the best player on that Jets defense. Jeff, what do you think?
He said he want to be a Swiss Army knife this year. He want to put some more moves in his bag. So I'm with you, Jay. I don't think he was the best defensive player on that defense, but he's number 2.
Who's better?
Sauce.
Nah. Quinnen Williams better than him.
Sauce.
Crazy as hell. What you got, Coach?
Achoo, bless me. Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you. That's what Quentin is known for. He
Yeah.
got a nice little
Yeah.
5-piece of comedy. But yeah, he's dominant, man. He's just coming into his own. The more he plays, the better he gets. Like Jeff mentioned, adding another tool to his toolbox, is just gonna make him that much better. I wouldn't be surprised if he cracks the list.
Right. 7-19-24. Jeff said Dexter Lawrence have a better year than Chris Jones.
sacks. I said more sacks. You should have said more sacks.
Have a better year than Chris Jones. More sacks.
More sacks is my
More
exact.
sacks.
What my exact thing I put on the board. He'll have more sacks than Chris Jones.
More sacks. Better year. More
Well,
sacks.
barring injuries, it's understood. We don't got to say that. It's understood.
Shout out to everybody sent in the list. We'll get to the list. Starting at number 7, we have Aiden Hutchinson from the Detroit Lions. Wasn't ranked last year, 24 years old, and was a Pro Bowler. Weezy, since you ain't talked all episode, let's talk about Aiden Hutchinson.
Talk about one little piece.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, let's go.
Hear that. Well, Aiden Hutchinson, here's the thing. Aiden Hutchinson cemented himself as the leader of that football team on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I worry about him this year, now he's the hunted. Now he's finna get double teamed. Now he's finna, the scheme is gonna be against him. Can you do it again? You lost a corner this year, so they might hurt the defense.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: Aiden Hutchinson is a monster. Came out of Michigan. He's
Yeah.
a monster.
Dog.
He's a monster.
Here's the question I have for you, Coach. Do you think that the Jags regret taking Travon Walker first overall in 2022 and not getting Aiden Hutchinson?
Probably so.
Yeah.
Just because of the year Aiden Hutchinson had after his second year.
Yeah.
His rookie year was just typical rookie year. You know,
Mhm.
the Lions were not the Lions who they are now.
Yeah.
But they, as a group, including him, they came out of their shell, and he figured it out and showed why he was a top draft pick after his rookie year.
Yeah. Super high ceiling. What you got, Jeff?
11.5 sacks, 3/4 fumbles. Him being at number 7 is disrespectful. It's disrespectful.
Not on this list.
This is disrespectful. This guy's going to compete for defensive player of the year this year. It's just coming out party year 3. This is disrespectful.
Yeah. His ceiling is Nick Bosa, so it's hard to put him ahead of Nick Bosa, considering that is his ceiling, and Nick Bosa has already cemented himself as defensive player of the year. So I'm banking on him of even having a better year, Aiden Hutchinson, than he had last year. I agree with that. Highly disruptive, super physical, near rare motor that we have on this kid. But
real
special
Vander
talent.
Bosch-ish
motor.
motor.
Sure. What great play.
What determines like his ceiling is Nick Bosa? What determines that?
That was a draft comparison.
Yeah, that's a draft
Okay.
comparison. Yeah. Moving on to said person, it is Nick Bosa from the San Francisco 49ers. He was number 1 on our list last year. Let you know how things happen. 27 years old and also a Pro Bowler. Coach, talk about our guy.
Nick Bosa, man, he fell down the list a little bit, you know, because his numbers went down. But that's because everybody's concentrating on him. They going into the game plan saying we're not going to let Nick Bosa beat us. So he's getting a lot of the attention with every team, triple team, double team, but he's still able to produce. But the reason his numbers fell off is why he's down at number 6 on the list. But still a dog for sure.
Yeah, having him at 6 lets you know that this talent on this list is insane. And at times, especially looking at Nick Bosa, he has been triple teamed like everybody else on this list, coming past this list. But yeah, man, it just lets you know how good of a player he is. Talk to me about Nick Bosa.
Bosa's a dog. I think Nick Bosa is the better out the Bosas. I think he's better than Joey.
Yeah, I think we figured that.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I think Nick Bosa's a dog. Like, his numbers went down. But I think Fred Warner is better because of him. Because he don't get the double teams and stuff like that. Because you can't double team both of them.
Yeah, well, he's in coverage. Yeah. So it makes it easier because you know you're getting somebody that's getting to that quarterback. Jeff.
Exactly.
Yeah. Talk to me about Nick Bosa.
They put a lot of blame on Steve Wilkes last year with that defense not being as good after you make Bosa the highest paid player, non-quarterback ever when he signed his contract. You give him that, and he gives you 10.5 sacks the next year.
And Defensive Player of the Year.
He's coming off Defensive Player of the Year, right. But then the year after he gets paid, he gets 10.5 sacks, less than the person who's at number 7.
Yeah. But it still accounts for more attention. The only person that gets more attention, double and triple team on this list than him is Myles Garrett.
We would have to quantify that one.
Literally,
I
most
understand
double
what you're
team
saying.
person on the list is Myles Garrett. The second person on that list is Nick Bosa.
I'm not knocking.
I still got 10.5.
I'm just saying, Nick Bosa is a great ball player. Obviously, with that Defensive Player of the Year, that's solidified. He's a made man, right?
Yeah.
But coming from last year, going into this year, I had a hard time putting him on the list.
Yeah, not having him on the list is
with
crazy.
this talent on this list, and the people we left off in our honorable mention.
Now he's better than Dexter Lawrence and Quentin Williams, so that's insane. Moving on to number 5, we have Max Crosby from the Las Vegas Raiders. Last year he was number 7 on this list. 26 years old, second team All-Pro, and a Pro Bowler. Jeff, talk to me about Max Crosby.
Max Crosby had 1,000 snaps 4 straight years. That says a lot. It means he's dependable. He's there. He's the soul of that defense. He's the face of that team, best player on that team, and that defense is projected to put up big numbers. Now, offense gonna hurt them.
You ain't got a quarterback.
They don't have a quarterback. They have a disgruntled wide receiver. If you watch the receiver show on Netflix,
They're trying to get out.
Yeah, maybe. But at the end of the day, well, yeah.
Let me tell you.
Buffalo, hey, Buffalo. We try to figure it out. We working our relationship. Buffalo and I are working our relationship. We're going through counseling.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about it. We're going to figure it out. But, we try to figure it out.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news. What you got, Coach?
Man, Max Crosby had his best run defense grade this year. That was one of the things he kind of struggled on, but he improved it, had a great one this year, and then, of course, his pass rush win rate was above 50% and getting 94 quarterback pressures. So he's hard to block. But he's one of those high motor guys as well, though. Never stops. He's one of those guys that's the wild man, I guess you could say, if you see how he plays and how he talks and acts. But Max Crosby is still a beast, though.
Yeah. Sack totals going up every season since 2020. This is his best year. I think he put it all together, leading the league back-to-back years and tackles for loss. Weezy, talk to me about Max Crosby.
Max Crosby is dog. I'm happy he turned himself into a three-down player. He was just in there just at one point in his career. He was just in there just rush quarterback on first, third downs. Now he's on the field all 3 downs. Clearly, he's the best defender. Best defense player on that team for the Raiders. And like Jeff said, he's durable.
Yeah.
He's durable, and it's one thing you don't see in today's NFL from any player. Sometimes that be durable on the field year in and year out.
Yeah,
and he got a Muhammad Ali tattoo.
Yeah,
he real.
Couple of black people on him.
He comes to cookout.
Yeah,
he hot wings.
Sure. But yeah, that's the thing about him. He doesn't have those elite traits that we might see in the guys in front of him, but his traits are still high end to the point where he is one of those guys, man.
Motor.
Yeah, man.
Another
High motor.
Yeah.
Just a great player. Shout out to Max Crosby with 2 X's. Number 4 on the list, we have Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year he was ranked number 4 as well, 30 years old, first team All-Pro, and a Pro Bowler. Weezy, talk to me about the best D tackle in the league.
The best D tackle in the league. The thing about Chris Jones is what special to me. He shows up at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Games on the line, or they need a big play. He comes with a strip fumble, a big sack, a pass deflection right when they need it on defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Kansas City stays in so many close games with Patrick Mahomes, but they do.
Yep.
I think that's the NFL's fault. But he always makes the biggest play at the perfect time. Kind of reminds me of what Aaron Donald used to do.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Yeah, he cemented himself as the best D tackle since Aaron Donald has retired. Leads all D tackles with 35 sacks over the past 3 years. Coach, talk to me about Chris Jones.
Chris Jones makes it a lot easier for that secondary, I tell you that. And then it ain't no running up the middle. He's going to clog everything up.
Yeah.
So it's almost make you force the pass. And when you know somebody's going to pass, it's a lot easier to guard.
Mm-hmm.
So him being a dominant force on the inside that he is crazy. And
Yeah.
that's why he has the numbers that he has.
Yep. Jeff?
Chasing history.
Yeah.
Chasing that three-peat. Got the big boy contract. Like Weezy said, he's a closer. Like we talk about closers in basketball all the time. Chris Jones is a closer on football.
That's
Like,
fact.
you put that defense on the field, you don't worry too much. 'Cause you know, right, the D tackle gonna make a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking mismatch, man. Yeah. You can win at every spot. Edge, over center, in the B gap. He is the defensive tackle. That's a bad bet you got there, Jeff. You down a bunch of push-ups too, my boy. You almost back.
My shoulder was down. I'm gonna break the roll. I can start knocking them out next
Okay,
week.
say
You
less.
never see them push-ups, man.
I'm gonna push up.
Coming in at number 3, we have Micah Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys. He was ranked number 3 as well last year. 25 years old, second team All-Pro, and a Pro Bowler. Weezy, talk to me about your guy, Micah Parsons.
Michael Parsons, it's between him and one more player on this list who might be the best defensive player in the league. It might be. Michael Parsons is and I'm glad they're finally realized that he's a pass rusher. He's not a linebacker. He's not a safety.
Yeah.
He's a pass rusher, and he comes up. He like Chris Jones does. He comes up at big times, and he gets double team, triple team. He gets holding calls that they don't call on him, and he still comes up. And I think he's gonna have a bigger year this year than he had last year because he's trying to get paid.
That's right. Yeah. Coach, talk to me about Micah Parsons.
Like Weezy mentioned, man, it's contract year. We talk about it on this show all the time. When it's contract year, guys, team tend to show up, especially in football, because they know there's no guarantee. So they trying to get their money while they can. But Micah Parsons is one of those guys that can do it all, really. He can rush from the inside of the line, he can rush from the outside of the line, and he's always going to figure out a way to put pressure on the quarterback, whether he gets to him or it's just the pressure just enough to disrupt the play.
Yep. True. This is the thing. No, you got it. But with Michael Parsons, he's just one of those guys that if you created a player
Oh yeah.
at a DN, edge rush or whatever, like we do on college football now, hey, dog, listen,
Yeah.
it's Michael Parsons. Talk to me, Joe.
Love Michael Parsons since Penn State. Now that you bring up college football, so I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Kind of speaking to what we just said, this being a contract year, and Coach mentioned that. The thing about it though, this works out for the Cowboys. You know why, cameraman? This year, playing under his option, the Cowboys are going to save $3 to $4 million by doing this. They have him listed as a DN now. As a DN, he's going to get $21.3 million this year. However, if he listed as his linebacker position, he would have got 24.5. So for him, he would rather be listed as a linebacker, even though they play him, and him being that Swiss Army knife, being expendable at different positions, kind of hurt him in the wallet a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, last year he had a career high in sacks and he had 167 double teams, which was the most for an edge rusher. So if you look at the way that he plays and you put him at outside linebacker all game in a traditional spot, I'm not sure if he'll have even more sacks if you just line him up. But you literally have to put him everywhere because he's so good. He's one of those type players, generational talent, Michael Parsons. Coming in number 2, we have T.J. Watt from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wasn't ranked last year because of injury. 30 years old, first team All-Pro, Pro Bowler, and the NFL sacks leader. Coach, talk to me about T.J. Watt.
T.J. Watt could be number 1 on this list.
Could be.
It's just Myles Garrett, spoiler alert, is who he is. But, I mean, T.J. Watt does it all. He's very disruptive. He rushes the quarterback well. He stops the run. He's almost sideline to sideline like a linebacker almost. He can cover. So that's why he's special and has been defensive player of the year caliber kind of guy.
Yeah, man. He is one of those exceptional talents, and the Watt family keeps living on. What you got, Weezy, about T.J. Watt?
The thing about T.J. Watt is the most impressive thing I seen this year. He came off an injury doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't see that to keep up that kind of level off first year off the injury.
Mm-hmm.
He did it since game one. He clearly was the best player on the team last year. On the team, the entire team.
Yeah, no doubt.
But here's the thing. And it was a lot of good players on that, but he was the only one that stayed on their defense for years.
Yeah.
But T.J. Watt stayed the number one. He kept we can't get rid of him because we can't get rid of him. We can't get rid of him.
Yeah.
T.J. Watt was the number one player on that team.
Yeah, leading the league in sacks, Jeff. Finished second in Defensive Player of the Year votings. T.J. Watt is a guy.
He's a guy. He's a dog. We talked about that defense last week when we talked about Minka Fitzpatrick, and we want everyone to stay on that field because they have a opportunity to be special.
They do.
And that division is a gauntlet of teams on paper. You got 4 teams, 3 teams, 2 teams. You got 2 teams that have Super Bowl aspirations and 4 teams that have playoff aspirations. Ravens and Bengals want the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Browns are going to be fine with winning a playoff game or 2.
Man, they got all of those teams got really good players.
They don't. No, they do. No. I wouldn't want to play in that division at all. I wouldn't want to play either of those teams twice a year. What I'm saying is, I'm just saying those 4 teams they have different levels of what they're looking for.
I'm with you.
But to see all 4 of them in the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised if all 4 of those teams make the playoffs.
Yeah. And I think with T.J. Watt, you just can't label him like how we did with Aiden Hutchinson and Nick Bosa just as a high motor guy. Yeah. This is skill and motors. Yeah. Like it's what he does over the last 3 years, he's led all people in sacks. The most sacks in 3 years. Like, come on, man. Man, led the NFL in sacks past 3-4 seasons. That's nuts, man. First team All-Pro nods. It's just one of those guys that everything you want at a edge rusher is T.J. Watt. Here is the question, then we'll go to one. Is he better than J.J. Watt?
I was going to ask the same question.
The verdict's still out. J.J. Watt had 3 Defensive Player of the Years, I feel like.
Yeah, he got 3.
Yeah, verdict. We got to see. We can't do that right now. Let's do it when the career's over. Okay. Both careers over.
2 more years of doing this, yeah.
2 more years of this,
That's a lot of ass, though.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask.
Ass.
That is a lot. Yeah. Speaking of a lot to ask, we have number 1, me and Jeff's guy. Yeah. This is Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. He was number 2 last year. Finally got a number 1. 28 years old. He's Defensive Player of the Year. First team All-Pro. Finally in a Pro Bowler. Yeah. Jeff, talk to me about Myles Garrett. Why is he tier 1?
14 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. Here's the cool part about it. Talk about being a Pro Bowl, but Jay, you and I picked him to be Defensive Player of the Year like every year. He finally got him one. Yeah. Ranked as the second best player in the NFL by Pro Football Talk and CBS Sports.
They ain't lying.
They're not lying. This is to me. We talked about building a football player, building a defensive football player, you want him at just 28 years old.
Yeah, he just 28.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's an athlete. It don't care where you play as an athlete. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Defense run at a high level, best pass rusher. Coach, talk to me about Myles Garrett.
Kind of like Jeff said, this is what we would call an athlete, a freak of nature. This is not your everyday football player walking around. He's the guy that's stronger, faster. So if he gets a bigger guy on him, he'll outquick him. If he gets a guy that's quick, he'll just outstrength him, be too strong for him. And that's what makes him special, that he has all the tools in the toolbox. He's not missing anything, and that's why he's number 1 on this list.
If he didn't have that car wreck in 2022, he would have had 46 sacks over the past 3 seasons, dog, because he would have got 20 that year. That's insane, man.
What year is he in his contract?
Now. This is 6th year in the league.
So he just got his big deal, a couple years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah. So he's going to get another one.
Oh, he's going to get one more. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's going to get one more. Yeah. The only knock I have against Myles Garrett, and it's a small knock.
You nitpicking. I want to hear this.
Larry Tunsil put him in a phone booth in the playoffs.
That's Larry Tunsil.
Now, he wanted them ones.
Yeah, motivated Larry Tunsil was one of them ones.
He wanted them ones. Yeah. If we did an offensive line, it's Trent and him.
Yeah,
that's it. We did a top 7.
It's always him and Trent. It's always that one to get you.
It's him and
just
Trent.
Offensive line?
No, I'm talking about tackles.
Left tackle.
Yeah, it's him and Trent. Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
It's Trent.
Yeah.
From one of my sources, I ain't gonna say who said it. I mean, word around the organization, the higher ups is that they didn't mind giving somebody a fully guaranteed contract, but they feel like they gave it to the wrong person.
I can see that. They should have gave that motherfucker to Miles. They should have gave it to Miles. They should have gave it to Miles. Yeah.
Because he would have lived up to it.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. In that playoff game, Laramie Tunsil,
That wasn't me out there. That wasn't me locking up Myles Garrett. That's actually Laramie Tunsil's one of the ones. Yeah.
he's one of the ones.
Just like Jalen Ramsey says that D-Hop give him fits.
Give him fits. But it's what I'm trying to tell you. Myles Garrett's coming off Defensive Player of the Year. You only had 2 tackles in a playoff game. This is what I'm trying to tell you on this list. I don't know if somebody else on this list that's not number one, and he is the number one. It ain't even no question. Yeah. But to have 2 tackles,
to be fair,
they got their ass whooped.
I'm about to say, because the quarterback was throwing the ball to the wrong jersey all day.
Giving up,
all game.
That defense gave 45 points. Jeff had a lot to do with him, and 45 was on his head.
That was what's my man name? Flacco. That was Flacco.
Flacco?
Yes, that was Flacco.
But this is the thing with Laramie Tunsil. He had him right here. He was sliding. He had him right here, dog. It was a tough night.
Yeah,
it was a tough night for him.
It happens. You know.
Coach, go through the list 7 through 1.
At 7, we have Aiden Hutchinson from the Detroit Lions. 6, Nick Bosa from San Francisco 49ers. 5, Max Crosby from the Las Vegas Raiders. 4, Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs. 3, Micah Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys. 2, TJ Watt from the Pittsburgh Steelers, and number 1, Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns.
Weezy, who is going off the list in 2025. Woo.
Probably gonna be Max Crosby. He's gonna see more attention than normal.
Coach, who you got going off the list?
Nobody knows.
The trouble,
man.
I like it, Coach.
I
ain't mad at that.
To be honest, I don't see nobody coming off this list.
Everybody's still in their prime. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
You ain't got to.
Well, you ain't got to.
So everybody stays. Yeah.
I don't think nobody comes off this list.
Bosa and Chris Jones.
You got to go with that Dexter.
He was
way. You see what I'm
way.
I mean, that's what I did. That's what I did with Jeff Simmons, because he was on the list. Who is going off the list for me will be. Yeah, man.
He's still taking his time.
Yeah.
Give a damn.
I'm going to roll with Max Crosby coming off the list as well.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, Max Crosby coming off. You got to roll with me. Joining the list in 2025, Jeff, we'll kick things off with you.
I got Brian Burns. I got Dexter Lawrence. Joining
you do. Coach.
Trey Hendrickson.
I like that, Coach.
I like Trey Hendrickson. That's a good one. Joining the list, I got Quinnen Williams joining the list. What you got, Weezy?
I got Big Jeff Simmons.
I like it.
And I got Quinn Williams.
Right. And that is the list of the pass rushers for 2024, 2025. Let's kick things off with halftime. You guys ready to get to it?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
hell yes, there too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you check that out. All right, to get on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. Halftime. Switched up a little bit. FSP's gonna talk a little music.
Long
overdue on halftime. All right, guys, this is a J-Ho production. Here's the question, cameraman. We got one for you. If a person went to sleep in 1994 and woke up in 2024, what albums would you recommend to the sleepy-headed person and would define each decade? Key phrase here, regardless of genre. Ooh. Reading is fundamental, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't read that part. Spoiler alert. Okay. All right. So we're going to get started from the 90s. We're going to go to the 2000s, and then we're going to go to the 2010s. Mm-hmm. We're not going to do the 2020s because we're only halfway through that. Approaching halfway through that at this point. All right. We're going to start off at the 90s. J-Ho.
Oh, you starting it off with me.
What album are you recommending for the 90s?
For the 90s. I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but my album representing the 1990s is Tupac's Machiavelli.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Yes. Well, you on. You started off right. That was on my list.
Okay. All right.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
And one of the few albums you don't have to skip anything on. Let's go, Coach Locke. What are you picking?
My albums of the 90s is Aquemini, Outkast.
I ain't
I ain't bad. If you're gonna pick an Outkast album, that might be the one to pick for me.
Nah,
ATLs was good. Yeah. Stankonia had the hits. Stankonia had the hits. Weezy.
90s for me. R. Kelly 12 play. Was R&B
take long.
Was R&B at an all-time high in the 90s?
It was.
Where did it start at?
It was.
Started with him.
It was.
Rest in peace to
Rest in peace,
generational
R. Kelly.
talent. That was generational talent.
I'm gonna go. It was released in 1998. I'm gonna go with Juvenile. 400 Degrees.
Yeah.
That encompasses everything in the 90s right there. All right.
99 and 2000.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the 2000s. Coach Locke.
Yeah.
Who's your pick for the 2000s?
My pick for the 2000s is Jay-Z's Blueprint.
That's a good one.
Remember where I was when I bought that album?
Yeah.
September 11th.
September
the day the
11th.
towers fell.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Was in media play with nobody there. What you got, J-Ho?
Can I pick two?
You can't. You're going to do it anyway, but you know what I'm saying?
You can just say
Nah.
say it's a close second.
Nah. I'm a roll. And I have Young Jeezy's TM 101.
That's my pick.
Yeah.
That was my pick.
Oh, you know what? I'll switch if you got that one.
I got that one.
Okay.
It's cool, though.
My
I can
pick for the 2000s then is Drake So Far Gone.
Okay. That's a mixtape. That's a mixtape.
It came out in 2009.
It's a mixtape. It's a mixtape. That was the mixtape. No, the album ain't the one that's with. The album didn't change the world. The mixtape changed the
The
world.
album came out 2009 too.
No, So Far Gone came out in 2008.
I know.
The album came out in 2009.
No, the album version of So Far Gone didn't change the world because they took some stuff off of there.
No, but that mixtape
The
did.
mixtape did. So you going with mixtapes. All right, well then I got another one. Go ahead, Wiz.
T.I. Urban Legends.
It's a good pick.
Huh?
It's a good pick.
Yeah,
Good
T.I.
pick.
Urban Legends.
So if mixtapes are a thing, Trap or Die, 2005. Every car you ever roll around, every car you saw for the entire summer was playing the same exact song.
What was the bigger album, TM 101 or Trap or Die?
Trap or Die.
Trap or Die was a mixtape. Gangsta
Nah.
Grills. Trap or Die was a Gangsta Grill.
Nah, TM 101 changed the world.
TM101's the
I used to
classic.
hit the kitchen lights. It was
Cockroaches
cockroaches
everywhere.
everywhere. Now I hit the kitchen lights.
It's
It's
marble
marble
floors
floors
everywhere.
everywhere.
Nah,
But
but
you gotta remember-
that ain't old school Chevy. The drop top
It's
40.
on that album.
It's the same song.
It was also on the mixtape too.
Yeah, it was on the mixtape first.
When you hit the kitchen
101
lights, Shorty Red wasn't on TM. He wasn't on Trap or Die not like how he was on TM
Oh, well, it was
101.
because it's a mixtape.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. All right.
But the first time you heard Perp by the pound, Goose by the fifth
Gangsta
was on the
Grills.
Gangsta Grill.
Gangsta Grills,
And
you
drummer brought it
bastard.
back. Last time I checked, I wasn't.
Come on.
Bring it back.
Come on.
I'm just saying, it was a moment.
We got to get to the second.
You're right, absolutely. 2010s, Weezy, who you got?
This hurt me right here. I had Drake album right here. His first album.
Take Care is your pick then.
Yeah,
Take Care was the 2010s. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because So Far Gone was 2000.
Yeah.
So Take Care is a good pick. Coach Locke.
Well, since he had Take Care, I go Kanye, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That's mine.
That's
That's mine.
That's the
That's
pick.
mine.
That's the pick.
That's
Yeah,
mine.
we all got that. That's the
Yeah,
pick.
that's the one. Yeah.
It sound it. You just play it. Just what it sounds.
Or Watch the Throne.
This sounds better than Watch the Throne.
No way.
No, I'm talking about just the mix.
No way.
How it sounds.
No.
That shit sounds
Same
rich.
person did the same thing.
My beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy
things can't
is
be
the
true.
second best sounding rap album other than.
It's just not debate. Two things can't be true.
I'm
Same.
talking about sound. I'm not talking
Same
about
mix and
songs.
master though.
I'm talking about just sheer. It sounds expensive.
Sound mix and mess. Same.
Elton John is doing ad libs.
There's no right. There's no
We
right.
got
or
a
wrong.
second half to get to.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong.
Wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Let's get to it.
Let's go.
Full Sport Press.
J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcast. Revolution will be podcast. Second half NFL Top 7 series. We are now moving on to the linebackers. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Who you gonna give it? You ain't gonna get nobody to me.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, you're a damn line. You ain't gonna get nobody. That's a damn shame. All right. This year's linebacker group. Man, Locke?
All right then. That's fine with that.
I'm gonna tell you,
But that wasn't the question.
Nah, but I'm saying. Anyway, this year's linebacker group has a clear tier number one and a sizable drop off after that, guys. While this position is new, now somewhat of an endangered species, it is an important role for all defenses. Linebackers patrol the second level of the field and are asked to both lay the lumber on running backs, calls, and cover pass catchers down the field. Not many are efficient in both, but those that do both make special weapons for their respective defensive. Weezy, can I have the list from last year?
Yes, sir. Number 7, Tremaine Edwards. Number 6, Demario Davis. Number 5, LaDontae David. Number 4,
He called him LaDontae.
Levante Davis.
Keep fighting, Weez.
I ain't worried about that name, man. You worried about $10 million.
I'm good.
I ain't worried about 10 years.
$500. You got $100 million.
Oh my God! Can we please
Stop. Nah, stop the show. We got no, stop the show. He got no right. He said 500. Nah, stop the show. That's some bullshit.
Nah,
that's some bullshit.
Where you at?
Nah, that's some bullshit.
Come on, man. We're recording,
You
bro.
gonna get somebody.
Come on, man.
Now we
got 3.
Nah.
And number 7.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Number 7 got Tremaine Edwards.
What you gonna get?
Number 6 we got Demario
I
Davis.
give niggas $6.
come on?
Number 5 we got Levante David. Number 4 we got Bobby Wagner. 3 we got Matt Milano. 2 Roquan Smith. Pardon me. And number 1 Fred Warner.
That's right. Coach, who's going off the list in 2024?
Going off the list, Jeff had Demario Davis, Weezy, Tremaine Edmonds. Jay had Bobby Wagner, and I also had Demario Davis.
Jeff, who's joining the list in 2024?
Oh boy, I had Shaquille Leonard. Locke had Dre Greenlaw. Weezy had C.J. Mosley, and the reason why he was fighting for him in pre-production, spoiler alert, J. Hove had Zaire Franklin.
It makes sense now. It's always the method.
Hey, I know my dog. I ain't want to say it, but I know my dog.
No, you just saw that when you wrote up.
I'm looking at the list the whole
Nah, you
time.
just saw that when you wrote up.
He premeditated to the full, done it. That nigga premeditated. boy.
That's peace. Let's get to the list, starting with the honorable mentions. We have Dre Greenlaw from the San Francisco 49ers. Wasn't ranked last year, 27 years old, coming off an Achilles tear, suffered in the Super Bowl. I think it'll jeopardize his early 2024 campaign. But with him and Fred Warner, the only 2 viable options as far as the best duo package, in the NFL is C.J. Mosley and Quincy Williams. What do you say, Jeff?
The only duo package that's up there with the healthy version of Greenlaw and Warner. I agree.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
numero uno.
Yeah.
Linebacker
On
duo.
defense, big dog.
Duo.
Linebacker
Means it's 2 up.
Because there's no more Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. That's
Done.
it. But injuries are his only concern. He missed all but 3 games in 2021 after suffering a groin injury. Then he tore his Achilles, putting him out for the majority of the 2024 season. So shout out to Dre Greenlaw, one of our better players, and only being 27 years old. Future's still bright. Future's still bright. Moving on to our next honorable mention, Coach, we have Jeremiah Owusu-Karamoah from the Cleveland Browns, 24 years old. He was a Pro Bowler. Let's talk about JOK.
Young boy.
Yeah.
Young boy.
Yeah.
He's with the Browns, so he's a what's the word I'm looking for? He's benefiting off of Myles Garrett.
Oh, yeah, nah, he is
able
benefiting
to
now.
eat off of Myles Garrett a lot.
Yeah.
Not taking nothing away from the kid can play. He's good, but a lot attention is given to Myles Garrett, which opens it up for him to do what he does. But he's still a good kid.
After the thing with him, though, was injuries limited in his first 2 years in the league. Yeah. And then when JOK figured it out that 3rd year, he led all middle linebackers and tackles for loss. So in turn, he's kind of figured out his way. And it does make sense. Coach, you are right. Having Myles Garrett cause that disturbance that he causes on that defensive line makes everybody's job easier, Jeff.
I agree 1,000%, sir.
Yeah. And he also set a career high with sacks as well, making his first Pro Bowl. Shout out to JOK.
Shout out to him, man.
Yep.
He's on my list.
Yeah. Speaking of a list, coming in at number 7, should have been higher, way higher on my list. We have Zaire Franklin from the Indianapolis Colts. He was not ranked last year. He's 28 years old. The league leader, the NFL league leader in tackles, Weezy. Talk to me about your bitter rival, Zaire Franklin.
Nah, they're my bitter rival.
I mean, the Colts are y'all bitter rival.
Yeah, I get it, but We didn't beat them more times than they beat us in the
Okay.
last couple of years.
Okay.
Here's the thing. When you lead the league in tackles, you're doing something. It's 32 teams in the league, and you play the one position that you lead the whole tackles, you doing something. The thing is on that team is he's the guy now.
He is.
Shaquille Leonard is not there no more.
The reason they got rid of Shaquille Leonard is because of Zaire Franklin.
Let's talk about that fall. That fall off is crazy. I don't know what he went to. But anyways, yeah, I mean, now you got to do it again.
Yeah, not for real. Relative unknown before having that really good 2022, and then backed it up by leading the league in tackles in 2023. Just individual effort. One of my favorite players in the NFL, Zaire Franklin. He got it going, man. Shout out to my guy. Anybody else want to talk about it? I know, Jeff, you ain't got too much to say.
No. Wait, no. He's going to be he's a very solid linebacker. It's a good piece for the Colts, good affordable piece for the Colts. With their quarterback coming back healthy this year, they need that defense to step up again. So shout out to Zaire, man, making the list. Proud of him.
To lead the league in tackles and only played in 15 games is a feat, guys.
Yes.
That is a feat.
Yes.
That is a feat. Yeah. Moving on to number 6, we have Bobby Okereke from the New York Giants. Also played for the Colts last year, but transferred over. Not transferred over. You know what I'm
Look where your mind at.
College
Dogs
football.
the transfer portal.
Yeah, damn right. He signed a big deal with the Giants. 27 years old. Jeff, talk to me about Bobby Okereke.
Hey, listen, 27 years old, going to that defense, him, Thibodeau, and my guy Dexter Lawrence, they're going to wreak havoc in the NFC. They're going to win a lot of games.
Dexter Lawrence is your man.
True indeed.
Okay.
True indeed. They're not going to win a lot of games.
No.
That quarterback and that wide receiver core, I got neighbors, but that wide receiver core is a little rough.
Yeah.
But that defense is going to keep them in a couple of those games, though, because of this guy right here.
And they were desperate for linebacker help. That's why they signed him, overpaid for him.
Yes.
And it came through with 150 tackles, 100% of defensive snaps. He stabilized that second level of New York's defense. He is the center stone of the actual second line. And then you go into a situation with the secondary. You still have Isaiah Simmons, and you still got a bunch. You lose Xavier McKinney, though. That's a big deal. Losing Xavier, that's tough. Coach, Jeff, anybody else want to talk about Bobby Okereke?
Yeah, he's going to have another good year because the defense is going to be on the field so much. Like Jeff mentioned, the quarterback and the offense, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. Even though they say Malik Neighbors looking like Justin Jefferson-like in camp, at the end of the day, if Danny Dimes can get the offense moving, the defense is going to be on the field a lot, which is going to allow Bobby to really play even better.
Yep.
I mean, he's the few bright spots in the Giants organization right now.
Okay.
But the thing is with them, man, they play in a tough division.
They do.
That division's tough.
That is a tough division.
So I don't know if he'd even be a Pro Bowler next year.
You want to put that on the board?
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm just asking. It's a question. Just a question. Moving on to number 5, we have DeMario Davis. We've been trying to put him off the list year after year after year, and he stays in the top 5. Last year, he was 6 from the New Orleans Saints, 35 years old, second team All-Pro at 35. Jeff,
Crazy.
you put him off the list.
I did.
Why is he back on this list?
Because he's consistent.
Yeah.
He plays football. He plays football, the definition of playing football.
Yeah.
6.5 sacks from your linebackers, crazy. 121 total tackles. He's everywhere on the field at that age. We keep, shout out to cameraman, we keep trying to take him to the glue gun factory. He ain't ready to go yet.
He ain't ready to go.
Yeah, he's taking care of himself and playing football at a high level still. Shout out to DeMario Davis.
Coach, talk to me about DeMario Davis.
What makes him special is he's one of those linebackers that can cover and stop the run. He's rated as one of the top linebackers in doing that. I think he had like an 80 PPF ranking, which only 4 linebackers in the league had. That's what makes him great. That's why he's on this list.
Yeah. This is one of those guys, man. He's been a first or second team All-Pro in 5 consecutive seasons. Weezy, talk to me about DeMario Davis.
DeMario Davis, Mr. Consistent, Mr. Durable. To do that at 35 years old and still play at this much of a high level, you got a talent. He just has a knack for what he does. And the Saints value that. He needs to go to a better team. He wants to win again because it's over with the Saints. But he just has a knack and talent for what he does.
Him, Bobby Wagner, Levante David, keep getting them checks, man. They still playing at a high level. Easily, all 3 of those guys could have been on this list. That's how good they're still playing at a high level. Just one of those guys, man. Shout out to the older guys. Coming in at number 4, we have the brother of Quinnen Williams, Quincy Williams, from the New York Jets. Wasn't ranked last year, 26 years old. First team All-Pro and a Pro Bowler, Weezy. Talk to me about Quincy Williams.
Like you always tell me, if you first team All Pro and you're a Pro Bowler, you're a dog.
You had a good year.
You a dog.
You had a hell of a
It
year.
explains for itself. He's the guy on that team.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Who else is on that team?
That C.J. Mosley, Quentin Williams, Sauce.
They got
Defense.
defense.
That defense is legit.
Yeah, they got
There's a reason why they gave up all they gave up for Aaron
They might have
Rodgers.
Yeah.
a top 5 defense.
Oh, no, I'm telling you. And C.J. Mosley's still there, too. And they got Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, it's a reason why they gave up all that for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They knew they were a quarterback away.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That's
yeah.
it.
Talk to me about Quincy Williams, Coach.
Oh, like Weezy mentioned, man, he's an all-pro kind of guy. You don't see a lot of people that actually become all-pro and a Pro Bowler.
Mm-hmm.
But he's dominant at the linebacker spot, can cover sideline to sideline.
Yeah, man.
He's just a dog at linebacker.
Yeah. You usually don't see brothers get to play together like that.
That's
And it's cool to see because Quincy was a 3rd-round pick. Just wasn't highly touted. Signed there from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wasn't a big signing. He came there and proved his worth, Jeff. Talk to me about Quincy.
Now, like you said, that being able to, I don't have a brother, but being able to play with on the same the game you love with your brother got to be super cool. Man.
Yeah, man.
Now we're gonna be honest. Aaron Rodgers hopefully is gonna be healthy this year. He's gonna show up. Expectations are through the roof in New York Jets land.
Absolutely.
That defense was solid last year. They're gonna have to be great again this year. They got a wide receiver core. So because of Quincy, his brother, shout out to Sauce. We talked about that whole team. They got to put up. They got to show up.
Put up or shut up.
Yeah.
Coming in number 3 is Patrick Queen, Pittsburgh Steelers. Wasn't ranked last year, 24 years old, 2nd team All-Pro and a Pro Bowler. Jeff, why is Patrick Queen 3rd on this list?
3.5 sacks from the linebacker who had an interception going to Pittsburgh, man. Like that defense, like we talked, I said it earlier. That defense is scary.
Mm-hmm.
They got 2 quarterbacks, but that defense is scary.
Yeah.
They're going to be competing for a playoffs position. That division has an opportunity to put 4 teams in the playoffs. They're just going to be fun to watch.
Still got Hayward.
Yeah.
Still got Watt. Still got Highsmith.
Yeah.
Still got Minka.
Yeah.
You got Porter Jr.
Yes, sir.
And Pittsburgh don't spend no money.
No.
For them to give $41 million to Patrick Queen, Coach, he can play.
Yeah, he's one of the most physical and aggressive linebackers in the NFL. And that's why that's what you want from your linebacker.
Yeah.
You want somebody that's physical, almost thrown off, kind of go in there and stick their head in, pause, in the middle of the line.
Ooh.
I paused it. Damn, I paused.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
Then when you went to the middle of the line, we get to the middle of the line.
I'm just saying we paused it. But yeah, he's one of those guys that you want at linebacker.
Yeah, this is the thing I have for you, Weezy, my question. Now, he'll make an impact on that Pittsburgh defense, but was he a product of playing alongside Roquan Smith, or is he really that good?
He's really that good.
Now, we really are going to see, how good he is now that he's in Pittsburgh, because his availability, I think, is one of his best skills. Never missed a game during his NFL career, played 1,246 snaps than anybody. So that's a lot, man. So shout out to Patrick Queen, LSU Tiger for sure.
Go Tiger.
Yeah. Coming in at number 2, we have Roquan Smith from the Baltimore Ravens. He was number 2 last year, 27 years old, 1st team All-Pro and a Pro Bowler. Weezy, talking about Ro Smith.
Ro Smith, that's your boy. He's a
My
dog.
guy. A dog.
He's a dog, man. I don't see how Chicago let him go a couple years ago. But he's a dog. Here's the thing with him. The Baltimore Ravens.
Georgia.
The Baltimore Ravens, nobody's talking about them, but they loaded.
Loaded.
They loaded. They're almost a Super Bowl bust.
They lost him and they still loaded.
No, almost. They are Super Bowl bust in Baltimore. Baltimore got to win this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's the emotional leader of one of the best defenses in the entire NFL, and just one of those guys that was truly put in the spotlight playing in Chicago, now playing in Baltimore. Jeff, talk to me about Ro Smith.
It's everything you all said, man. That defense is loaded, like Weezy mentioned. A lot of expectations coming to Baltimore this season. 158 tackles last year, 1.5 sacks with an interception on top of that. Roquan Smith is everywhere. He is a dog on the football field.
Ain't no question.
Wish he was in the Mafia.
Oh my God! Come on, you gotta.
I ain't said it all year. I ain't said it all year.
Talk to me, Coach.
Man, Roquan Smith is one of those guys where he's not going to miss too many tackles. He missed just 6% of his tackle attempts in 2023. So that means when he's lining up with you, he's going to tackle you. And he's going to put together one of the highest grade of his career as far as grades for linebackers since he got to Baltimore. So he's just a dog, like Jeff said.
Yeah, can do everything, man. Can shed blockers. He can cover. And he's sideline to sideline. A little bit of a dirty player,
Oh.
but a great middle linebacker. And coming in at numero uno coach, we have Fred Warner, BYU. San Francisco 49ers was number 1 last year. Number 1 again, 27 years old, first team All-Pro and a Pro Bowler. Talk to me about Fred Warner, coach.
Fred Warner is the definition of a linebacker. Sideline to sideline is no question. He sees the ball, he attacks the ball, he'll pick off the ball, he can stop the run. It's nothing he can't do. His 8 combined pass breakups, interceptions in regular season playoffs were tied for the second most all linebackers. He's just the prototype linebacker.
Yep. He's like the quarterback of our defense, Jeff.
Absolutely.
At a high level.
Great leader. He's everything you want of a linebacker. We can talk about Fred Warner for a whole show. I can't believe y'all put that team together. That team on paper is
Still,
amazing.
I can't believe it's still together.
As amazing as y'all did
Super
it.
Bowl of bus.
So every
Another
year.
team Super Bowl of bus.
Yeah, another year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect modern linebacker, like Coach mentioned. Can cover any type, wide receiver, player, Weezy. Don't you wish you had him?
Yeah. I'll take him for sure.
Damn right.
I'll take him. But here's the thing about him.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta no, there is no thing about him. He's the best player. He is the best linebacker in the league, man. I was gonna say something crazy. He is the best linebacker.
Don't
in
do
the
that.
league.
Don't do that.
And the thing about him, he allows those other 11 players or 10 players around him to function at a very high level. And when he is available, I mean, he's been very available for the last 3 years, taking nearly every snap during the past 6 years, just missing 1 game, man. So that is the thing about Fred Warner, his availability, and I hope he continues to stay that way. Because yeah, I think so. There's the argument. Here's the thing. When we lost Drake Greenlaw, though, that defense was not the same. Drake Greenlaw is really good, and that's why we lost that Super Bowl, because Greenlaw tore his Achilles.
Travis Kelce. No, seriously, Travis Kelce wasn't doing nothing in that Super Bowl until he got hurt because you could put him or Fred on Travis Kelce, and the other one can watch Pat Mahomes.
So
As soon as he tore his Achilles, Kelce gets started getting off.
He was too hype.
You wouldn't take no
Drake
other
Greenlaw was too
defensive
hype.
player over Fred Warner in the league.
Me, absolutely
He
not.
was gonna pop it in the game anyway.
I got you. But
Absolutely not.
Nah, I mean, it's only a handful I would
doing
take
it.
over him, but you wouldn't take nobody. I'll take Myles Garrett over him.
Over who?
Over Fred. I ain't taking nobody over here.
Nah.
No, on defense. I take
Nobody on defense.
I take Myles Garrett.
Nope.
Huh?
Nah.
I take Michael Parsons.
No.
Nah.
Not playing for 1 year. If we looking at a career, give me Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about they're 27-20. I'm talking about Michael Parsons, 25 years old. But if you're looking at like for tomorrow when we playing the game, ain't nobody on defense better. Give me Fred Warner.
over Myles Garrett?
Yes.
They're the same age.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is for this game, give me Fred Warner. I think he does more because he covers tackles and he does everything. Myles Garrett is only rushing the quarterback. Laramie Tunsil. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The boogeyman. He was a dancing bear.
That's the only one you got.
Anyway, Coach, go through the list 7 through 1 for me, please, sir.
At 7, we have Zaire Franklin from the Indianapolis Colts.
Damn right.
At 6, we have Bobby Okereke.
Okereke.
Yeah, from the New York Giants. At 5, we have Demario Davis from the New Orleans Saints. At 4, Quincy Williams from the New York Jets. 5, Patrick Queen from the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2, Roquan Smith from the Baltimore Ravens. And 1, Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers.
Weezy, who is going off the list? Before you do that, what'd you just call me?
Okay, here it ain't for the air.
Now, what'd you call me?
Jesus
You heard
Christ.
it ain't
What'd
for
you
the
call
air.
me? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, you heard.
Nah, okay. Who is going off the list in 2025?
Who'd you put on the list?
I said who's going off
Yeah,
the
but
list.
who'd you put on the list? Whoever you put on the list is coming out. Who'd you put on the list?
I put Fred Warner on the list.
Yeah, that's his ass is coming out. Zaire Franklin's coming
Act
out.
like you don't know who his name is. He killed y'all every year. He killed y'all.
1 year.
He killed y'all every year. He killed y'all every year. Yeah, Coach, who you got going off the list?
every year.
Bobby, the Giants.
Bobby Okereke. Yeah, what you got, Jeff?
I got Zaire Franklin, and finally, Demario Davis takes a step back this
Keep
year.
on wishing. Keep on wishing.
I love to see him play though, man, but I think it's the year.
Yeah, I got Demario Davis and Bobby Okereke coming off the list. Zaire Franklin will be a top 5 linebacker next year. Nah. Going on the list in 2025, Jeff, talk to me.
I got 2, so I got Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and I have Matt Milano.
Yeah. That's cheating. Yeah, that's cheating. Because, bro, you always, it's like one of those things, one hit, then he'll be like, well, I got one right. So That's what I'm saying. No, that's cheating.
What do you mean? I just said I was wrong earlier.
No, if you get two,
I took
now
off
you
two.
take
I
you
took off
take
two players.
off two, right? You take off, and then you get one. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be like, well, I still got one.
No, I literally just said here earlier I got Shaquille Leonard wrong.
What you got, Coach?
I got Shaquille Leonard wrong.
I got Matt Milano.
Yeah, Matt Milano. Let me see who I got. Yeah, nah. Yeah, man, because he picked two. Yeah.
But they've been picking 2 for 3 years, Jay.
But they don't make it right.
You stop when it starts, though. You can't stop it halfway through the.
They don't make it right. Shit. Let me see. Who's gonna be on this list? Piss me off.
Be on this list.
Say the word. I'm just sitting over here chilling.
CJ Mosley joins the list next
You
year.
son of a. CJ Mosley. I had something with CJ Mosley too.
Pick another one off the top of your dome. You watch all this football?
I don't want to pick another
Shit.
I see you don't.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Tweet us.
Yeah, and that is another installment of the NFL Top 7 series. We are finished with the defenses. We are moving on to the offensive side of the ball. That means the wide receivers and tight ends are coming around the mountain when they come. Sending those lists.
Wide receiver list.
Yeah, wide receiver list.
Shoot him up, bang, dang, drag down.
Sending that list.
Buffalo don't like wide receivers.
Sending that list. Yeah, that list is toughy.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick
Yeah, I see.
about wide receivers.
Oh, no. Can we save it? Wide receiver?
Why don't you save it?
Well, it can't happen this year. It can't happen next week, but it might happen the year after that. Will we see 3 LSU Tigers on? Will we see the rookie Malik Neighbors,
That's very possible.
Chase,
Shit, we was
Chase,
down.
and your boy from
Justin
Minnesota
Jefferson.
On.
The
the
top
list?
7.
Oh,
at one time?
It's possible.
very possible.
Yeah. Shit, very possible we can have 3 Ohio State guys on there next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maserati Mall.
Yeah. Shit, nah. Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
You got my guy in New Orleans.
Enclave.
Cole.
Okay, yeah.
Chris Olave.
Chris Olave.
Call him Enclave.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Never
I don't
mind.
know. I don't know what the hell you be thinking about.
I know you
Please.
I
don't.
know you know.
Please tweet us with questions.
$500.
Please.
He get 100.
Please with questions. Tweet us with questions.
Yeah, throughout the list. Send in those lists, man.
Please.
The tweet us requests throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the
Eddie.
YouTube page,
Man,
on the
he
iTunes
gonna
page.
give you $2, Cameron.
Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend, watch out for these niggas, is cheap ass niggas out here, Jay. You're
So tell a friend.
you're cheap as hell.
What? Y'all
Bro, you cheap as hell.
Y'all made it.
Bro, you're cheap as hell. One thing I ain't-
Close us out, big dog.
you got a hell of a best friend.
Close us out, big dog.
You got a hell of a best friend.
Tell him.
Close us out, big dog.
We need more people like you in the world.
Weezy.
Everything paid for, big baby.
Go.
You a special nigga.
Get a
bro.
drum song.
Claim this nigga's your best friend. Goodness gracious alive.
Camera's always on.
Cameraman. One thing I ain't cheap.
Oh,
That's one thing I ain't. And the revolution.
Yeah, but you
will
lucky
be
the
podcast.
motherfucker. Did you put my?
We out, cameraman. Come in. We out.
Tupac cares.
We out.
Don't nobody else care.
Shit.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.